about a little bit to kind of have a moment of pause, maybe even put a little bit of data to the problem of what it means, that what the NBER working paper series means during this moment over the past several months where the 20,000th working paper was issued. Now, as I was kind of preparing for this panel a little bit, I'm not going to be a presenter, but I always prepare slides. That means I'm in a business school. I did kind of come along, I'm not sure if Hal Varian is here, but Hal and his team recently released at Google the Google Scholar metrics, and the most thing that they emphasize is what is called the H5 index. This is the number of papers published in the last 5 years by this source that have been cited N time, H times. So the H papers have been cited H times of papers that have been published in the last 5 years. Now, not surprisingly, Nature, very generalist journals, Nature and Science and New England Journal of Medicine kind of top this ranking. My, personal favorite, the Angkor Khami International, does come in at number 17. But interestingly, if you look at in the top 20, the only economics related activity is the NBER working paper series at 168. And indeed, once you look through the entire ranking of the top 100, the American Economic Review is the only economics journal, and then the Review of Finance, and then two of the leading finance journals kind of towards the bottom there. So I think that really kind of speaks to something that those of you who are here, and I think the broader community kind of can probably engage with, which is that the NBER working paper series seems to have had a very significant influence on scholarly discourse in economics, and that was why we are here today. So I'm going to get out of the way really quickly. It's going to be a very simple panel. We're going to start with Jim Perturba. I've kind of recollected, I went using the NBER search function, and I found the first kind of the date of birth of this author for the NBER, at least in the working paper series. I didn't look up the books. And so we're going to start with NBER working paper series on number 508, Jim Perturba. Then we'll be moving to NBER working paper series 375, followed by some kind of latecomers a little bit later in the program, Glenn and Joshua.